The Tyrannosaurus rex, commonly known as T-Rex, is undoubtedly one of the most iconic and fascinating dinosaurs to have ever walked the Earth. Living approximately 68 to 66 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period, T-Rex dominated the ecosystems of what is now North America, from lush forests to vast floodplains and river valleys. It was an apex predator, a creature whose sheer size, power, and hunting capabilities allowed it to reign supreme over all other terrestrial animals of its time. Measuring up to 40 feet in length and weighing more than 9 tons, T-Rex was a behemoth, but its power was matched by an impressive degree of agility, intelligence, and adaptability. The anatomy of T-Rex reveals an extraordinary predator, perfectly built for life at the top of the food chain. Its massive skull, some of the largest among terrestrial predators, could reach lengths of over 5 feet. The skull housed an array of enormous serrated teeth, some extending up to 12 inches, designed to puncture and tear through flesh and bone. Its bite force is estimated to have exceeded 12,000 pounds per square inch, making it capable of crushing bones effortlessly. The jaws were built not only for raw strength but for precision, allowing the T-Rex to target the most vital parts of its prey. Beneath its formidable head, the body of T-Rex was powered by enormous muscles, particularly in its hind limbs, which enabled it to accelerate quickly and run at speeds up to 20 miles per hour despite its massive size. Its long, heavy tail acted as a counterbalance, stabilizing the body during rapid movements and sharp turns. Despite its fearsome reputation, T-Rex possessed relatively tiny forelimbs, measuring only about 3 feet long and ending in 2 clawed fingers. These arms, though small compared to its massive body, were surprisingly strong and functional. Paleontologists suggest they were used for gripping struggling prey, assisting in mating rituals, or helping the dinosaur rise from a prone position. Juvenile T-Rex, in contrast, was smaller, faster, and possibly feathered. Fossil evidence suggests that these young predators may have relied on speed and agility, hunting smaller prey while gradually transitioning to larger herbivores as they matured. This ontogenetic shift in behavior and diet highlights the adaptability and complexity of this species, allowing it to exploit different ecological niches throughout its life. T-Rex relied on a combination of keen senses and strategic hunting techniques to maintain its position as an apex predator. Its forward-facing, binocular vision provided excellent depth perception, crucial for gauging distance during attacks. Fossilized skulls indicate an enlarged olfactory bulb, suggesting an extraordinary sense of smell, potentially surpassing that of modern bloodhounds. Combined with acute hearing, these sensory adaptations allowed T-Rex to detect prey over long distances and even track carcasses, making it an effective hunter both day and night. Evidence from bite marks on fossilized bones indicates that T-Rex employed calculated strategies when attacking prey, often targeting major limbs or the torso to immobilize victims quickly. Some researchers even speculate that T-Rex engaged in opportunistic scavenging alongside active hunting, taking advantage of the abundance of fallen prey to supplement its diet. The ecosystem in which T-Rex lived was diverse and dynamic. It coexisted with herbivorous giants such as Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, and Ankylosaurus, all of which presented unique challenges to a predator of its size. Seasonal floods and shifting landscapes created natural traps, sometimes leaving herbivores vulnerable to attack. The presence of rivers, forests, and plains provided T-Rex with opportunities for ambush and chase, depending on the terrain. Fossil trackways suggest that, while generally solitary, T-Rex may have occasionally interacted with others of its kind, especially around food sources or during mating seasons, revealing a potential layer of social complexity previously unimagined. Scientific discoveries continue to shed light on the daily life of T-Rex. Growth rings in bones indicate rapid growth during juvenile years, likely doubling in size over a relatively short period. Injuries found on adult fossils, including healed fractures and bite marks, tell stories of fierce encounters with both prey and rivals. Some fossils even show evidence of disease and infection, demonstrating that life for this predator was not without challenges. The discovery of skin impressions and possible patches of proto-feathers adds further intrigue, suggesting adaptations for thermoregulation, display, or species recognition. Beyond its biological and ecological significance, T-Rex has had a profound impact on human imagination and culture. From the first fossils unearthed in the early 20th century to its starring role in films, documentaries, and literature, T-Rex has become a symbol of prehistoric power and mystery. Its imagined roar and terrifying presence continue to captivate audiences, representing both the fearsome reality and the wonder of life millions of years ago. Each fossil discovery provides new insights into its behavior, physiology, and interactions, helping scientists piece together the complex puzzle of Cretaceous life. In the grand tapestry of Earth's history, the Tyrannosaurus rex stands as a testament to evolutionary ingenuity, combining brute strength, intelligence, and adaptability. Its reign at the top of the food chain illustrates the delicate balance of predator and prey, the intricate dynamics of ancient ecosystems, and the astonishing diversity of life that has graced our planet. Though extinct, T-Rex remains immortalized in both science and culture, a living reminder of a world long gone, yet forever etched into our imagination. The Megalodon, whose name means big tooth, is arguably the most terrifying and legendary predator to have ever ruled the oceans. Living approximately 23 to 3.6 million years ago, during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs, Megalodon dominated the seas as the apex predator, surpassing even modern great white sharks in size, strength, and predatory ability. Estimates suggest that this colossal shark could reach lengths of up to 82 feet or more, with teeth exceeding 7 inches long, serrated for cutting through flesh and bone with devastating efficiency. Its jaws alone were capable of generating a bite force estimated at 108,000 pounds per square inch, powerful enough to crush the bones of whales, giant turtles, and other large marine creatures with ease. Megalodon's anatomy was perfectly suited for life as a supreme predator of the open ocean. Its body was streamlined for speed and power, with massive muscles along the torso enabling bursts of acceleration. The tail fin, broad and crescent-shaped, provided extraordinary thrust, allowing the shark to chase down even the fastest prey. Its teeth, arranged in multiple rows, functioned like a conveyor belt. When one tooth broke or fell out, another would replace it, ensuring that Megalodon always had razor-sharp weapons ready for hunting. Scientists believe that Megalodon had over 250 teeth in its lifetime, each capable of tearing through the thick blubber and bones of its massive prey. The hunting strategies of Megalodon were nothing short of brilliant and terrifying. Unlike many predators that relied purely on brute force, Megalodon likely employed ambush techniques, using its size and strength to surprise prey from below or behind. Fossil evidence of bite marks on whale bones suggests that Megalodon targeted vital areas, immobilizing victims by severing bones and vital tissues. Its immense size may have allowed it to attack multiple whales simultaneously, overpowering groups or isolated individuals with sheer power. Some researchers speculate that Megalodon could have hunted cooperatively, though this theory remains debated, and it is more widely accepted that it relied on solitary hunting, using stealth, speed, and calculated strikes to dominate its prey. Megalodon lived in a vast and diverse ocean ecosystem, ranging from tropical and subtropical waters to deeper continental shelf regions. It shared these waters with a wide array of marine life, including early whales, dolphins, giant sea turtles, and other formidable predators. This ecosystem was dynamic and competitive, requiring Megalodon to be both opportunistic and highly adaptable. Seasonal migrations of prey likely influenced its own movement patterns, forcing the shark to cover immense distances in search of food. Fossilized teeth found around the world, from North and South America to Europe, Africa, and Australia, reveal the wide distribution of this predator and suggest it was capable of traversing entire ocean basins in pursuit of sustenance. Life cycle and reproduction of Megalodon remain a fascinating mystery, though scientists infer from modern shark behavior that this giant likely gave live birth, producing relatively few but well-developed offspring. Juveniles would have remained in safer, shallower waters, avoiding competition with adults while growing rapidly in size. Rapid growth was essential, as only large, fully grown megalodons could dominate the open ocean and effectively hunt the largest marine mammals of their era. Growth rates, longevity, and metabolic needs are still debated, but it is clear that Megalodon required enormous amounts of food, potentially consuming hundreds of kilograms of prey each day to sustain its massive body. The extinction of Megalodon around 3.6 million years ago is a subject of intense scientific study and debate. Changes in ocean temperatures, declining prey populations, and competition from evolving predators like early killer whales may have contributed to its demise. The cooling of global oceans during the Pliocene likely disrupted migration patterns and breeding grounds, ultimately leading to the extinction of this marine giant. Yet despite millions of years passing, Megalodon continues to capture human imagination, inspiring myths, movies, and speculative theories about hidden populations still lurking in the depths. Cultural impact and fascination with Megalodon are enormous. From fossilized teeth displayed in museums to blockbuster films, this prehistoric shark has become a symbol of oceanic terror, representing the raw, untamed power of nature. Each discovery, from massive teeth to jaw reconstructions, offers glimpses into its life, behavior, and dominance. Scientists continue to study these fossils, using modern technology to estimate size, bite force, and hunting strategies, allowing us to piece together the story of the largest predatory shark in Earth's history. Megalodon's legacy reminds us of the incredible diversity of life that has existed in the oceans and the extreme adaptations required to survive as a top predator in a constantly changing world. The saber-toothed tiger, scientifically known as Smilodon, is one of the most iconic predators of the Pleistocene epoch, a period spanning roughly 2.5 million to 10,000 years ago. Unlike modern big cats, Smilodon possessed elongated, dagger-like canine teeth, sometimes reaching up to 7 inches in length. These teeth were specialized tools for piercing the thick hides of large herbivorous mammals, such as bison, camels, ground sloths, and even young mammoths. The structure of its skull and jaw allowed it to deliver a precise, powerful bite, capable of bringing down prey far larger than itself. Its forelimbs were incredibly muscular, far stronger proportionally than those of modern lions or tigers, allowing it to wrestle and immobilize prey before delivering the fatal bite. Smilodon lived in diverse habitats across North and South America, from grasslands and savannas to woodlands and river valleys. These ecosystems were rich in large herbivores, providing the perfect hunting grounds for an ambush predator. Unlike pursuit predators that rely on speed over distance, Smilodon was built for short bursts of extreme power. Its stocky, robust body allowed it to pounce and wrestle its prey to the ground, using strength rather than endurance. This made Smilodon a formidable predator, capable of taking down massive animals that other carnivores could not easily challenge. Fossil evidence indicates that it hunted in areas with cover, such as dense vegetation or rocky terrain, enhancing the element of surprise during attacks. The hunting strategy of Smilodon was both specialized and highly effective. Its long canines, though fearsome, were relatively fragile compared to the rest of its body. Therefore, Smilodon relied on its powerful forelimbs to hold prey steady, avoiding excessive pressure on the canines that could cause them to break. Once the prey was immobilized, a precise bite to the throat or neck would sever major arteries and windpipes, ensuring a quick kill. Analysis of fossilized bite marks shows that Smilodon frequently targeted large herbivores that could provide substantial sustenance rather than chasing small, fast-moving animals. This strategy minimized risk and maximized caloric return, a key factor for survival in the challenging Pleistocene environment. Smilodon also exhibits intriguing social behaviors based on fossil evidence. Skeletal remains discovered in the La Brea tar pits suggest that some individuals survived injuries that would have made hunting difficult, implying that they may have received care from other members of their group. This raises the possibility that Smilodon had a degree of social structure, perhaps hunting or living in small family units, unlike many solitary modern big cats. Such social dynamics would have provided additional advantages, such as cooperative hunting, protection of young, and shared territory defense. Reproduction and life cycle of Smilodon were adapted to the challenges of its environment. Juveniles were likely trained in hunting and survival by observing adults, gradually learning the techniques necessary to handle large and dangerous prey. Rapid growth was essential, as only fully grown Smilodons could effectively compete with other apex predators and hunt massive herbivores. Fossil evidence shows a high rate of juvenile mortality, consistent with modern large predators. But those who survived often lived long enough to reach peak strength and size, demonstrating the evolutionary pressures faced by this species. The extinction of Smilodon, roughly 10,000 years ago, remains a subject of significant scientific inquiry. Climate change, habitat alteration, and the decline of large herbivorous prey likely contributed to its disappearance. Additionally, the arrival of humans, who hunted both prey species and potentially competed with Smilodon for resources, may have accelerated extinction. Fossil sites, particularly the La Brea tar pits in California, have preserved thousands of Smilodon skeletons, providing invaluable insight into their anatomy, behavior, and ecological role. These discoveries allow scientists to reconstruct the life of this predator in remarkable detail, from hunting tactics to social interactions. Culturally, Smilodon has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Its fearsome appearance, with elongated canines and powerful build, symbolizes the raw power and peril of prehistoric life. Museums worldwide display its fossils, showcasing the predator's size, strength, and adaptations. From documentaries to popular media, Smilodon continues to fascinate, representing the incredible diversity and specialization of life during the Pleistocene epoch. Its story illustrates the complexity of predator-prey relationships, the adaptations required for survival, and the delicate balance of ecosystems that allowed such extraordinary creatures to thrive. In summary, the saber-toothed tiger Smilodon was not just a predator, but an apex evolutionary masterpiece combining brute strength, specialized adaptations, and potential social behaviors to dominate its environment. Though extinct, it remains one of the most studied and celebrated predators in paleontological history, reminding us of a world where survival demanded extraordinary power, precision, and strategy. The woolly mammoth, Mammothus primigenius, is one of the most iconic and fascinating creatures of the Ice Age, representing both the majesty and fragility of prehistoric megafauna. Living roughly 400,000 to 4,000 years ago, These massive herbivores roamed the vast tundras and steppe landscapes of northern Europe, Asia, and North America, enduring some of the harshest climates Earth has ever seen. With heights reaching up to 13 feet at the shoulder and weights exceeding 12 tons, woolly mammoths were truly giants of their time. Yet despite their enormous size, they were intricately adapted to survive extreme cold, with thick layers of fur, a dense undercoat, and long curved tusks that could extend over 15 feet, used for foraging, defense, and social interaction. Anatomically, woolly mammoths were marvels of evolutionary design. Their large, domed skulls housed specialized teeth designed for grinding tough, fibrous vegetation such as grasses, sedges, and shrubs, which dominated the Ice Age landscapes. The molars, worn down over time, were replaced throughout their lives in a series of 6 or 7 sets, allowing them to process massive amounts of plant material daily. Their long, curved tusks, often twisted in spiral shapes, were multifunctional, helping them dig through snow to reach buried vegetation, fend off predators like saber-toothed cats, and engage in intraspecies displays of dominance or mating competition. The trunk, a versatile and highly sensitive organ, allowed woolly mammoths to grasp food, drink water, and communicate subtle social cues within their herds. Woolly mammoths lived in highly variable and challenging environments. The Pleistocene tundra was marked by extreme seasonal variations, with freezing winters and short, productive summers. These conditions necessitated extensive migrations, with herds traveling hundreds of miles in search of food and suitable breeding grounds. Evidence from fossilized dung and isotopic analysis indicates that mammoths primarily grazed, consuming enormous amounts of vegetation daily, and they could adapt their diets based on seasonal availability. Their movements shaped the ecosystem, influencing plant distribution and even creating trails that other animals used, demonstrating their ecological significance beyond mere survival. Socially, woolly mammoths exhibited complex herd behaviors. Similar to modern elephants, females and their young likely formed tight-knit family groups, guided by matriarchs with knowledge of migration routes, water sources, and predator avoidance. Males, once reaching maturity, may have lived solitary lives or joined temporary bachelor groups, returning to female herds primarily during mating seasons. Fossil evidence, including skeletal injuries and tusk interactions, suggests that both cooperative and competitive behaviors were integral to their social dynamics. Calves were nurtured and protected within these herds, with survival rates heavily dependent on maternal care and herd cohesion. Fossil discoveries of woolly mammoths are remarkable, providing extraordinary insight into their lives. Many specimens have been found in permafrost regions of Siberia and Alaska, with some even retaining preserved hair, skin, and internal organs. These discoveries allow scientists to study diet, growth patterns, disease, and even behavior. Analysis of tusk growth rings, similar to tree rings, reveals seasonal changes, migration patterns, and environmental stresses, painting a detailed picture of life during the Ice Age. Moreover, these fossils provide evidence of interactions with early humans, who hunted mammoths for meat, bones, and hides, using them for sustenance, tools, and shelter. Cave paintings and carvings further attest to their cultural significance for prehistoric societies, symbolizing both survival and reverence. The extinction of woolly mammoths around 4,000 years ago is a topic of extensive research and debate. Climate change at the end of the Pleistocene drastically altered habitats, shrinking the tundra and steppe landscapes these giants depended on. Combined with overhunting by humans and the fragmentation of herds, these pressures likely led to their gradual disappearance. However, some isolated populations may have survived longer in remote regions, such as Wrangel Island, illustrating both resilience and vulnerability. Modern scientific endeavors, including DNA analysis and cloning research, aim to understand these creatures better and explore the possibility of de-extinction, capturing the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Culturally, woolly mammoths continue to captivate our imagination. From museum exhibits to documentaries and literature, they symbolize the grandeur and challenges of prehistoric life. Their preserved remains provide a tangible connection to a world long gone, offering lessons in adaptation, survival, and the intricate balance between species and environment. Every fossil, tusk, and hair sample contributes to a broader understanding of Ice Age ecosystems, reminding us of the delicate interplay of climate, habitat, and species interactions that shape life on Earth. The woolly mammoth remains an enduring icon of prehistoric megafauna, inspiring awe, curiosity, and a profound respect for the natural history of our planet. Liopleurodon, a giant marine reptile from the Jurassic period, is one of the most formidable predators to have ever lived in Earth's oceans. Existing approximately 160 to 155 million years ago, this pliosaur dominated the seas of what is now Europe, ranging across deep waters and shallow coastal regions with ease. Estimates suggest that Liopleurodon could reach lengths of up to 30 to 40 feet, though some reconstructions suggest even larger sizes, and possessed massive jaws filled with sharp conical teeth designed to pierce and hold slippery prey. Its streamlined body, powerful flippers, and flexible neck made it an incredibly agile predator capable of swift bursts of speed, ambushing unsuspecting prey with deadly efficiency. The anatomy of Liopleurodon reveals a predator built for the mastery of its marine environment. Its large head, proportionally immense compared to its body, housed strong jaw muscles capable of exerting immense pressure, while its teeth, arranged in conical rows, were perfect for gripping fish, cephalopods, and even other marine reptiles. Its eyes, positioned for binocular vision, provided depth perception necessary for calculating striking distances, and its keen senses likely included acute vision and an advanced lateral line system, allowing it to detect movement and vibration in the surrounding water. The four powerful flippers not only propelled it forward with incredible speed, but also allowed precise maneuvering during hunting and navigating complex underwater terrain. Liopleurodon's hunting strategies were sophisticated and lethal. As an ambush predator, it relied on stealth and rapid acceleration, often approaching prey from below or behind. Fossil evidence and biomechanical studies suggest it could deliver fatal bites to large marine animals, including ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and giant fish. Its long, flexible neck allowed it to strike with precision, while the combination of massive jaw force and razor-sharp teeth ensured prey could not escape. Some researchers hypothesize that Liopleurodon may have been capable of short bursts of pursuit over open water, while still relying primarily on ambush tactics, balancing energy expenditure with hunting efficiency. The marine ecosystems in which Liopleurodon lived were teeming with diverse life. Coral reefs, shallow lagoons, and deeper open waters provided both hunting grounds and shelter for an array of marine species. Liopleurodon shared these waters with various marine reptiles, large fish, and cephalopods, creating a complex food web. Seasonal changes, predator-prey dynamics, and competition influenced its hunting patterns and migratory behavior. The fossil record, including well-preserved skeletons and bite marks on prey fossils, offers critical insight into these interactions, illustrating the role of Liopleurodon as an apex predator in Jurassic seas. Life cycle and reproduction of Liopleurodon, though still partly speculative, likely involved live birth, as is common among large marine reptiles. Juveniles would have grown rapidly, increasing survival chances in an environment where predators were abundant. Fossil evidence indicates that Liopleurodon may have exhibited growth patterns similar to modern marine predators, with accelerated early development followed by continued growth into adulthood. These adaptations ensured that only the largest and strongest individuals could dominate the oceans, hunting effectively and avoiding predation from other large marine reptiles. Extinction of Liopleurodon is believed to have resulted from ecological shifts during the late Jurassic, including changes in sea levels, climate fluctuations, and competition from other evolving marine predators. Despite its disappearance millions of years ago, Liopleurodon has captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Fossil discoveries in Europe, particularly in England and France, continue to provide invaluable data on its anatomy, behavior, and ecological role. Each fossil helps paleontologists reconstruct its life, offering a window into a world dominated by massive marine predators and the challenges of survival in prehistoric oceans. Culturally, Liopleurodon has inspired fascination and fear. Featured in documentaries, films, and literature, it represents the ultimate predator of the deep, combining intelligence, speed, and overwhelming power. Reconstructions of its size and hunting prowess remind us of the incredible diversity of prehistoric life and the extreme adaptations required for survival in a constantly changing marine environment. Liopleurodon's legacy serves as a testament to evolution's capacity to create predators capable of dominating their ecosystems, leaving behind a fossil record that continues to thrill, educate, and inspire curiosity about the ancient oceans of our planet.